Alright, who else is excited for the new Mario movie? I know I sure am. We have a plethora of Mario adventures from new to classic, all on the Switch. There's tons of games, new and old, with his 3D adventures. We even have some of his 2D adventures as well, and if you're feeling a little spooky, we have his younger brother who's even taller and cooler, Luigi, with the Luigi's Mansion 3. And that's about it, really. There are definitely no other Mario games on the Switch. It's returned. Oh no. It's you. So before I got Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, this was rotting in my wish list for years. It's like that seasoning in my spice rack that I never use. Because I'm white. I don't know, man, I'm just not an RPG guy. Anytime I ever see, I lose all interest. And I am a firm believer that shorter and simpler games are just better. So I got this during a Black Friday deal where if you got Sparks of Hope, you contracted Kingdom Battle for free. Say whatever you will about Ubisoft, they give us some pretty good deals. Black Friday 2019, I got Starlink plus the toy for like $5. To this day, the best Black Friday deal I've ever gotten. I'm just not really a turn-based RPG guy. They always feel sluggish and bland, and the menus remind me of an Excel spreadsheet. And I am very well aware that I'm the minority in thinking this, but this game looked pretty good. I know I have a peanut allergy, but I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I don't know, maybe I'm just too into Nintendo and my love tricked me into thinking that this would be a good game. I mean, it's not bad, but once the Switch life cycle is all said and done, this is nowhere near anybody's top 10. It may have a cult following though. I bit the bullet and I did enjoy it. Somewhat. So this game starts off with just some random faceless character who creates this thing that could create other things. And if you're wondering who this character is, don't worry. Ubisoft didn't think it was important either. This character is just some stupid fucking Nintendo fanboy. All it takes is one time. Nintendo, a habit harder to kick than crack. Basically, this invention mends together the Mushroom Kingdom and the world of raving Rabbids. You can tell all the Rabbids' breath smells like Brussels sprouts. Exploring this amalgamated world is actually really fun. Seeing the Rabbids just mess around could be really interesting, and you could just totally ignore them if you want to. These vignettes aren't really important. It just makes it feel like this is a real world you're going through. You get to go through all kinds of terrain with all these different obstacles ahead of you. They're not really puzzles because they offer no challenge. They're just in your way. They're like a small child at Target. Mario plus Rabbids encourages backtracking with these different obstacles and how you unlock them throughout the game, kind of like Metroid, but I am not going to be replaying this game. It's not bad, it's just so dull and repetitive. So throughout the game, you're given these hints on how to progress throughout the level, and then at the end of the game, you find out it's this stupid Roomba from the future. And don't get me wrong, this was actually kind of cool, but what about this Nintendo fanboy who created a pocket dimension? What's the point of trying to create a story if you're not going to explore this lore? And all the side characters have these very unique personalities, and it just, I don't know, why bother at this point? So here's the basic gist of the story. This virgin has a robot Roomba friend, an alchemy device. Rabbids somehow teleport to her Mario decorated room. They create a pocket dimension. Alchemy device fuses with a Rabbid. This Robo-Rabbid thing is kidnapped by Bowser Jr. Mario tries to save the Robo-Rabbid, and then it just ends. I feel so duped. If you've played any strategy turn-based RPG, you will know exactly what to do here. I think Nintendo saw Mario with a blaster and thought, yeah, Chris Pratt. Perfect casting. Honestly, that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. And real quick, dudes and dudettes, if you're enjoying this video, be sure to click that like and subscribe button. I'm a solo creator, and honestly, it just means a lot. I want to make doing this my full-time job, and I can only do that with your help. And I did make a Discord like about a month ago. It's just me and some friends just kind of shooting the shit, sending each other memes. You should go on and join. And I am starting to stream Metroid Prime Remastered on Twitch. I'm having a lot of fun doing that, and the game is just mwah, fantastico. I don't think that's a word. Links to all that are going to be down in the description box below. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. So throughout the game, you're going to get additions to your team like Peach and Luigi, and depending on who it is, you'll even get Rabbid versions of them too. They all play kind of differently enough so that way you could create your own dream team. Personally, I just found it best with Peach and Rabbid Peach. You can tell Rabbid Peach watches RuPaul way too much. I feel like her car also smells like stale onion rings. Luigi and Rabbid Mario were just kind of like my safety net characters. The progression in the gameplay just feels so dull. It's not about picking the best strategy. It's just about getting the stats up. It's a numbers game. If you keep your team upgraded, you're gonna be fine. And you do get new mechanics throughout the game, like the team jump or jumping on enemies, new weapons, but nothing really feels gained. There's no cool like aha moment. It's just higher stats. At this point, I feel like this game should have been anything else than what it is. Why wasn't this like a Mario Party spin-off, or better yet, a Mario plus Rayman platformer? But I do commend Ubisoft and Nintendo for thinking outside the box and giving us a turn-based RPG. The only thing that Kingdom Battle adds that changed the mechanics are different enemy types, but the way you're combating them aren't very unique. You're just going to be doing the same thing over and over again. But I will say, the boss fights are really fun. The first and the third world bosses are the best. And this game could have been great, like truly fantastic. But there's so many things weighing it down. And these glitches are way too distracting. I noticed this most in World 3, and I thought it was just because it was the spooky world, so assets would be popping in and out, but no. I checked a walkthrough online because I got lost because, I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention, and the walkthrough was totally fine. I think it might be because the game was in my Switch during sleep mode for sometimes days at a time, but that's a fucking stupid excuse. And I've done this with all of my games on Switch. Why would Kingdom Battle be any different? And don't give me that Ubisoft excuse. I did the same thing with Immortals Phoenix Rising. At least the glitches are just visuals. The gameplay, while dull, it is fair. If you lose or get your team killed, it is your fault. Deal with it. I'm wrong, actually. I noticed a lot of the time I'd stop moving the analog sticks, and for some reason my team would just keep moving, and it's phenomenally annoying. But going back to the visuals, they're actually really good. Somehow the Mario and the Rabbids' distinct art styles complement each other very well. I don't know how many people actually dig Mario looking like an action figure, but I think it fits him splendidly. Every now and then the frame rate kind of skips, but it's barely noticeable. I played this primarily in handheld, and this game looks great on that OLED screen. The music and sound effects are good. Can't really complain. Whenever an enemy is hit with fire or honey, it truly sounds like it. This is just a really bland game. After playing Kingdom Battle, I don't really want to go near Sparks of Hope. Apparently you could free roam during the battles, whatever that means. I don't know how that's supposed to fix it. But is it really worth playing after that one specific mechanic? All right, let's try Sparks of Hope. What's the worst that could happen? Sparks of Hope isn't some like Elseworld story or spin-off. It is a direct sequel to Kingdom Battle. Now, this is such a strange sequel to be conceived. I don't think that many people were clamoring for a follow-up to Mario plus Rabbids, but this is a very, very commendable sequel. They changed the format so within the battlefield space, you can move completely free. The UI also has a brand new facelift, and to be frank, I do not like this. It's way too busy and over-designed. Like, I can't see what I'm supposed to see. Kingdom Battles was so simple, and they just needlessly complicated it here. And there's also legit voice acting here at times. It feels like there's a genuine vision behind this project, but I don't like this either. Yeah, the presentation has a brand new facelift, but these cutscenes still look pretty fuzzy. There are more pop-up menus here than a hormonal teenager's laptop. The combat feels somewhat better, but it's just still a basic turn-based RPG. If you're gonna give Mario a gun, might as well just make it a shooter. I cannot wait to see what people say about that. I hate how whenever you're battling enemies, it's not on the actual map, but a completely separate battlefield. This utterly took me out of the game. Why did this get greenlit? I feel like this would have taken more work. Also, instead of designing one location for traversal plus battle, they had to design 2 locations. Do you see how ass backwards that is? These games are just cannon fodder. They're only meant to be played max one time, and then your grandkid in a couple decades from now is gonna pick it up, bring it back to you, and then you're gonna relive a traumatic memory. Hey Grandpa, I just saw this game in your attic, Mario plus Rabbids. Can I try it out? I just can't seem to enjoy these games, and I really, really want to like them. If I were to tell you right now that I would go and play these games again in the future, I would probably be lying to you. Who knows though, maybe I'm just not the right demographic here. I mean, I've already said twice I don't like RPGs. This almost feels like a DS game, but not in the way you'd imagine. The bright atmosphere, the simple yet lovable characters, and the emphasis on dialogue all scream DS to me. Like, I could totally see like an 11-year-old me going nuts over this game during summer break. My mom's driving, she's getting us McDonald's for breakfast, just playing in the car, just good times all around. That got almost a little too real. I gotta call my mom. But yeah, I think this is just meant for a younger demographic, not someone who's almost 25. Anyway, dudes and dudettes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button. And let me know down in the comment section below, what are your favorite Mario RPGs? I know there's Super Mario RPG, there's also Mario and Luigi, there's a Paper Mario series. What is your favorite? Anyway, dudes and dudettes, you're never too old or too cool for video games. Major Pineapple out. Damn. Spider-Man keeps falling. Isn't he supposed to stick to walls?